Welcome back to another exciting episode of Cambriea and Bobby. In today's episode, me and the boys go back to that magical land of Wisconsin, the land of oh yeahs and how you do. I go to an event called Raaschtoberfest. I break my diet to have some fun and shenanigans with Steven. I help my parents out by doing some repairs around their house. And I go back to Grandma Gloria's house to finish her basement. All that and more. So stay tuned. Oh yeah!
Can I have some, Dad?
Like, I'm the true carnivore here.
It's like, I got these big carnivore teeth. You guys don't give me this carnivore meat. How big you are. You're such a thick boy.
Can I have some now?
You can't have this.
Please? Please?
No. You can't have it.
I'll stick around in case you change your mind.
Alright, so we are driving to Wisconsin. And I'm going to try to stick to carnivore as much as possible. It's going to be hard because I won't have Cambriea with me.
You better stick to it.
But it's also kind of like a vacation work trip. So I'm gonna try. Weighed myself before I left. I weighed 181.8. So I'll weigh myself when I get home. See what happens. I got pork rinds for the ride. I got water with the Element packets. So that's pretty much what I'm limited to on this drive. And I plan on driving until I get tired, then pull off at a rest stop and take a nap, and then continue driving. So that's the plan.
Hey Xander, say hi. Alright, so we're in Kentucky, right on the border of Kentucky and Tennessee. So yeah, I pulled over at a rest stop to get like 2-hour nap so we can keep driving this. I'm tired. What the nap?
So, we're in Kentucky, coming up 24, right there. We keep making our way up to Wisconsin. Yeah. All right, let's go.
My voice sounds weird. Guess that's what you get for getting 2 hours of sleep in the back of a minivan. So, it's foggy out though. But at least it's daylight, so we can continue this drive. Fun fact, my voice does sound different. No. Fun fact, my grandma called me last night, stayed on the phone with me to make sure I didn't fall asleep because she was worried. Yeah. She's like, did you get to your stop yet? And I'm like, nope. Like, I don't know where the stop is. I'm just looking for a sign, but I knew I wanted to get past all the bigger cities. So I wanted to get through Atlanta. That really wouldn't be that far from our house for the most part. So I wanted to get through Atlanta, Chattanooga, Nashville. Once I figured we were past those cities, it's smooth sailing because we're not going through Chicago, we're driving around Chicago. So really, we don't have any major cities to drive through on this weekday and running, you know, rush hour, people going to work or whatever. So we're in Kentucky. Let's keep this train going.
Rashtoberfest. There you go.
We hadn't established like anything.
There we go. Got the picky. Oh yeah.
Please and thank you.
Oh yeah, look at that pig. Look at, we can get the skin. It's bacon. Good bacon.
Don't forget those bones. If you don't get to them, that's fine. People grab rib bones and we'll know there's rib meat attached to it.
That was hot.
Yeah, Harley? Just waiting for it, huh? That's good.
Yeah. That's why we try to cook it as high as of a temperature as we do. You always want that glistening skin. Revuelto.
Oh yeah.
Well, take a sample. You're pulling it apart.
How is he not eating?
You can do it. You can do it. It's kind of hard to see. Shenanigans going on. Oh shit! You can't even see it. We need chalk.
No. It's better this way.
That's what happens when you don't write anything on it. Then you get stuff drawn on it.
It was a blank chalkboard, and I knew where the crayons were.
Yeah, this is Steve.
Hi, how's it going?
He's a battle buddy from deployment and many years in the military.
Yeah, we're just messing with Chris, who
And Chris is also a battle
Yep.
buddy. So
we have to mess with him.
this is Army humor
Yep.
at its finest.
Yep.
And I am taking a break from Carnivore today, so I've been drinking beers. German beer, so good beer, quality beer.
He did take a pull off of a good whiskey too,
And whiskey.
but he's not a whiskey guy.
No, it
Not
was not
even. No.
it was not good.
Yeah.
Not good for me. I mean, it was fine, but
I liked it.
yeah, you liked it. So wait, where's my drink? What's over here?
It's right here.
Here you go. I don't know how many this is, but
Oh, a few.
a few. If you're at Raaschtoberfest, you got to drink, and it's just a rule. And we ate a lot, and we ate some pig too, some pork.
We ate a,
So I was following the diet, kind of.
we ate a
Minus
lot
this.
of pig.
We've been eating a lot of pork.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's a good time.
You come to Wisconsin, you gotta eat, and you gotta drink. It's a rule. Otherwise, they kick you out. All right, so it's the next day after the party, Rashtoberfest. Turns out when you are on Carnivore and you drink beer, or a good amount of beer, it doesn't agree with your system. So yeah, I wasn't feeling good after the party, and it didn't end well. So basically, afterwards, I got sick, threw up a bunch of times, and then went to bed. So yeah, gonna get back on doing Carnivore today. So it was like, hey, that was a cheat day, and then I did. This is the last cheat. Starbucks. I needed caffeine. That's the thing. So I'm gonna drink this and then make some eggs
with cheese for breakfast, and then me and Bjorn went to the store early this morning and picked up all the stuff. So I got pork chops, cheese, eggs, all that carnivore stuff, and that's what I'll make today. And me and my dad are gonna go to Harbor Freight because he needs a jack. Turns out he lost his, or somebody borrowed it and never gave it back.
Don't touch them, don't borrow them, don't move them, don't even look at them.
Get him a new jack, and I might do some projects around the house here. Try to help my parents out on some stuff that my dad hasn't had time to get to. And then I still got to go to Grandma's house. Not today, probably tomorrow. And I'm going to work on her basement some more. So, vacation, work trip, a little bit of both. But yeah. Don't drink beer on Carnivore. Or if you're gonna, maybe only do like 1 or 2. Not a lot. Yeah, alright, so at my parents' house, this toilet still works, it flushes, but it takes like 10 minutes to refill the tank so you can use it again. And if you're having, 4 people that live in the house and they use there's 2 toilets, this is one of them. But still, if you have a gathering, this is not going to cut it. Because somebody used the toilet. Now this bathroom's closed for 10 minutes. So I'm going to replace this valve. Just some universal valve. My dad picked it up, but he hasn't had time to do it. So I already shut the water off. Flushed it once. I'm going to flush it again. We'll get all the water out of the tank. And then I'll be able to hopefully get at this to be able to fix this while my dad's gone with the boys at the movies. Look at that. Come right up. Alright, good. There we go. Alright. So that guy's out. Yeah, my hands are dirty. Yuck. So I'm gonna disconnect this now. Hopefully. There we go. Pull this little rubber guy off. Hopefully. Oh, there we go. Flapper off. So here's the new flap. Alright. That's what I'm talking about, yo. Toilet seems to be working just fine now. It fills up. It doesn't take 10 minutes to fill this tank up anymore. It is working properly again. Yay! It's not working because I checked for leaks. So, good to go. One project done around my parents' house. Alright, so next project is fixing the sink. So, the connection to the cold water is broken. So, there's a sign there saying don't use it. already prepped. You can see there's no hose going to cold water. The issue is these things don't come off easily, these on-offs. So I already shut the main water off because this on-off ain't gonna do a thing if the water's running. So what I have to do is I gotta cut this off here, pull this whole assembly off, because I don't want to have to cut the copper. So I'm gonna pull this off, and then we'll do a new line, new on-off switch, which we got right here. So here's the new line, nice braided deal. Here we're gonna go with a metal one, on-off switch, compression fit. Now I haven't dealt with these before. I mean, these lines, of course, but like I've never installed one. So we're gonna see how this works. It can't be that hard. But here's the tools. I gotta use this to cut. It's a pipe cutter. And then once we get it cut off, gotta smooth out the copper. That's what this is for. So yeah, that's what I gotta do. You. Take that, fucker. Slut. It might work. It might work. I don't know. We'll find out. Ow. Fucking bitch. I'm not seeing any leaks, not feeling any. Come up here. And she works.
You the man.
Go. Another project done. Well, here's all the boys and their cousins riding bikes. Because my parents have a ton of bikes. The one Xander's riding, my dad found at the junkyard. All it needs is new tires. Because the tires, the tread's kind of worn on it. That's it. Otherwise, it's a full front and rear suspension bike with 7 gears. It's pretty sweet. And then Bjorn is riding a Daytona 500 edition bike, which is really cool because, you know, we live by the Daytona 500 Speedway. I'm in super great shorts. Went with my dad and we got this Daytona 3-ton heavy-duty jack. It's pretty sweet. I like the Daytona brand from Harbor Freight. I haven't had any issues with mine, so I suggested him getting one of these, and I had a coupon. got $30 off, and he got a free pair of gloves. So that's a pretty good deal. So continuing carnivore at my parents' house. So I got these bone-in pork chops on the grill, put some cheese on it, and that's gonna be dinner. All right, so I'm back in Grandma's basement, and I'm going to do another coat of paint on this thing. So how it looks all dried. I'm gonna try to make it more white. And then like this area is a little harder for Cambriea to get at last time, so I'm gonna try to get up in there with our spray gun. Got our guy here with the extension wand, so it should be easier to get at some of these hard to reach places. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get up in there more. Let's see what happens. So yeah, this side only had one coat of paint last time. And then over here, it had 2 coats. So it's definitely a little bit more done, but this could even use, I think, a 3rd coat. So you can see even a lot of this wood just like soaked it in, so it could even use some more. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't know. Let's see how much it'll take. All right, so I want to do a before and after. This is what I look like before. You know, no paint. And then you'll see what I look like after when I get all this paint all over me. Kind of like Cambriea did. So I'm glad I was wearing a mask and eyewear and a hat, because I ran out of paint. You what? Go back to the store to get more paint, and like, yeah, I look like this. My arms are white, and my clothes are got paint speckles all over. And my shoes are normally like a dark gray, maybe even almost black. Now they're white. So yeah, at least I had my face mostly covered, so I shouldn't have paint all over my face. And I wore gloves, so it's not on my hands. Yeah, so I went, I think I only need 1 gallon. So I got a gallon. And that's, so you can see like a before. Now this side was the side that had 2 coats on it. So this is not done yet. Now over here, this is with another coat. A massive, massive difference. So you can really see it, like, all right. Or even over here, the side undone, and then to the right, done. So huge, huge difference with another coat. We got 3 layers, or 3 coats on this side now. And this last coat made a huge difference. I mean, you can see when I showed you that before and after, I mean, it's just a big difference. One of the things that I decided to do was paint this pipe, because it's kind of like there's paint on top, and I'm like, you know what, let's just paint the whole thing. Then over here, this definitely is a huge difference, because this side only had 1 coat before. So big difference on this side. Yeah, same with back here. This was like really dark, but now that everything's white, you can actually see back in there. So that's nice. Even though nobody goes back there, because there's usually a lot of spider webs.
So what are you going to do tomorrow?
I don't know. But here, look at, here's how white I am. I kind of already washed this. And my face was covered, so that's fine. But I think some of my ears white. But yeah, my shirt's all speckled. Paint's all over my pants. So that's the after of me painting. So last time I was here, Grandma asked if I could hang these, but we just ran out of time. So I'm gonna see if I can try and hang these up for her now. even though it's late, but it's like, I gotta get her done, you know? Go. Got the antique craftsman tools up as like a little wall feature here. So yeah, we'll see how she likes it. I suppose I could have did a little bit better spacing, but I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I didn't want it near the ground. So yeah. So we got 4 eggs with ham and then cheese on top. Kind of like a omelet, just not all inside of the egg, I guess. Same thing though. Alright, so they're like craftsman style tool, like remakes. That's what these guys are. We're here the next day, so it's all nice and bright. So, and then everything dried so much better this time with this pipe. All these pipes actually took the paint a lot better. There's only one pipe that really didn't take, and it's just this pipe right here. Your cold water got so much moisture from it. It didn't take on that, but everything else, it took super nice this time around. There's definitely more paint on the floor, but it looks so much better down here with this extra coat of paint on everything. And it dried really nice. So like I said, everything but this cold water line, it all like took on it this time. So this is really good. I'm glad it took so much better this time around. Tonight, I am making myself some skin-on salmon, Atlantic salmon. I have some lemon in there that I freshly squeezed, and then we got a whole stick of butter.
Thanks for watching our video today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and a comment. Let us know how we did. And we'll see you next time. Bye!